What's up, everybody? This is Jonathan at Table Flip Studios here with another tutorial on painting miniatures. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to paint a Mephrit Dynasty Necron. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and let's get started. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to crank up our airbrush. That's important. Make sure you have a very well ventilated area when you do this. I know some people like to airbrush with the windows closed and everything, but you want to make sure you have a nice ventilated area. And we're going to grab ourselves MSP's black and brown, and we're going to airbrush the color on really quick. Get our thinner. Take our color, fill it into the airbrush. Don't need much, just enough to cover the model. Check it out. A little bit of blowback. You want to make sure you have milk bubbles. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure you have nice milk bubbles like that. That indicates you have a very good mixture going. And now you just really quickly pile this brown. This is going to help establish our color and give our Necron kind of a weathered look underneath. Nothing super fancy, mind you. Just very quick and simple. After that, drain your excess from your pot. And I gotta clean that one out anyway, so I'm gonna run some Winsor & Newton brush cleaner through my airbrush. Works wonders. Sit there for 24 hours. Alright. We'll go ahead and cut off our airbrush. So we're not gonna need it anymore. Now we've got our base coat down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our grays and our gray combination. So the way we start, Crixbane from P3, Necromancer Cloak, Uniform Gray, Army Painter. Necromancer Cloak is Army Painter as well. Ash Gray. And then finally, solid white. That is literally the color range for our grays, all the way up to a white. I'm going to take a paper towel and a decent dry brush, and we're going to get started here. So, starting with the Crixbane. The whole point of dry brushing is you want to get as much pigment onto the brush, but less binder, because we're just trying to get get stuff on there. Don't necessarily need to worry about pigment stuff. So we've got the nice look. We can test it on our thumb here really quick. That's kind of what we're looking for, and then you just all over the model. It is going to cover up the brown a little bit. That's fine. It's okay if it covers up the brown. It's the end result we're looking for, not the beginning. Get past that hot garbage phase. You can see it's got like a brownish green tint to it now. The Crixbane is a very green gray. The green and the brown kind of help our great combination to, again, making our model look very like it's rusting or starting to rust. Or it's got like dirt in places. It's a great way to do mucking it up without mucking it up. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next color, Necromancer Cloak. And we're going to apply that over what we just did. Same process. This is really repeat process over and over again. Just dry brush up to the next level. Let's see. There we go. That should be better. But now you guys can't see my face. I'll have to find a new spot for the camera to see my face. So here we go. And same process. You'll still see the green-gray underneath and the brown, but it's going to start to, the brown and green-gray are going to start to fade away a little bit, mainly into the shadowy areas as we continue to apply this. Because the whole idea is we're upping where the color is every single time. We go back and dry brush. We try not to go into the recesses as much. Each time through is going to take us less time to do it. See, it's now looking nicer. And again, next step up, going to uniform gray now. Going to uniform gray. Yep. Sometimes these bottles get clogged. Just pop the top off, dab a little bit onto the wet palette, keep going. Bop, 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 bop. Again, get all that pigment, get all that binder out. We just want the pigment. And keep on strutting. Go. Sometimes you might need a little bit more. That happens, but that's okay. All part of the process. There we go. As you can see, he's starting to take more of a gray color. More of a metallic-y, more of a gray color, really. Now we're going to move on to our ash gray. But if you look at them, you'll see there's still the brown in the recesses, and you'll see a little bit of the green. The green-gray from the Crixbane highlight. You don't necessarily have to use the Crixbane highlight. I like using it because I like to see that little bit of green in there. Adds a little bit of love to the overall model. Alright, let me get to ash gray. And this is where the colors are really going to start popping up. Go. Again, trying to focus more on upper areas. This is where we're going to start trying to catch the edges a bit more often. And also, again, if you run out of what you're working with, just go back, grab more. And for the comments below, yes, I'm aware there's a few mold lines I missed. I'm not going to worry about it right now because this is not a tutorial on how to get rid of mold lines. This is a tutorial on how to paint a color scheme. Alright. So you can see he's nice. He's brightening up as we add color on him. And now we're going to really hit him with some color. A little bit of white. White being the most important to bringing the full color scheme to fruition. At least for the gray part. We're nowhere near done with what we're doing here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, just try and very gently hit some edges. This is going to help bring it really up. Try not to go too heavy with it. Focusing on areas where this hard line can be important. So as you can see, it's now nice and bright with that white dry brush we just did, and that really brings out the color. The brown and the grays are in the recesses where they need to be, leaving the wonderful gray out in the open. Now, in our part 2, we're going to work on the greens. Until then, guys, flip a table, paint a model, play a game. We will catch you later in the next video. Have a good night, everybody.